Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Big DXL, and today I want to do a video on the difference between striker fire and hammer. This is a 1911 Smith & Wesson PD. This is an M&P 45, also made by Smith & Wesson. Now, both of these guns is pretty much the same size as far as length goes. In width, the M&P is a bit thicker. The 1911 is a bit smaller. Okay, first things first, safety check. There you have it. Okay, first I want to do applications. The difference in applications. I think if you were going out and you was dressed up and stuff like that, and you wanted to take a sidearm with you, between the two, it would be the PD. It's a bit more classy and more dressy, and it got a lot more finer parts to it, so you wouldn't probably want to have on anything or be doing any type of stuff that would actually scuff up the finish or something like that. Now, if you go to war, if you know you're gonna get dirty and you just out there gritty and grimy, the M&P is perfect. The polymer frame, it's easy to get in the battle, and there's nothing complicated about it. All the safeties is pretty much internal, so once you pull it out, it's time to go. It's time to go. Not like the 45. You have to drop the safety if it's on safety, which it would be if you have a loaded round in the chamber. You'd have to drop it off safety, and it's a bit more finer. It's a finer gun. The parts is it's more finer than on the M&P. So you would, I don't know, the application would be totally different for carrying this gun. Every day if I had to carry a gun, I would be less worried about my M&P than I would be about my PD. Both of them are beautiful guns. They are identical in size. As far as for carrying purposes, it's not too much of a difference. The sights is pretty much identical. Yeah, they're pretty much identical. My M&P is thinner here than my 1911. The M&P feels like it's made for your hand. The 1911s feel good too, but not as good as the M&P. Only thing I don't like about the M&P is the trigger. And I'm not talking about the way it shoots. I'm talking about all of this slack, this first safety. If this had thumb safety, which I know they do come with the thumb safety, if this had a thumb safety and they got rid of this trigger, right? And this trigger was set right before the break, and the only safety you had on this gun was a thumb safety and a pin safety, firing pin safety, this gun will probably be, it would be hard to beat. I had Glocks. I had 6 hours, and I can shoot this gun. I can shoot this gun better than I can shoot my 1911. But granted, I only had my 1911 for 1 week. It really hasn't been broken much. I did like 150 rounds through it, so I'm gonna get this broken. I haven't done anything to the 1911, but to the M&P, I did the trigger job, a complete trigger job to the M&P, and as you can tell, I stippled it myself. See that? Rear. And I did all the stippling myself. I chopped off the beaver tail, it was about out to here, chopped it down so I could fit this a little better. I knocked off the edge right here, because so my thumb could sit up high. See that? You can sit up a bit higher, and I can get closer to the bore, closer to the bore when I fire it. It's accurate as hell. I kid you not. This gun is accurate as hell. It's a beautiful gun, but it's not something I would want to carry, you know, when I'm dressed up, or, you know, I want that gentleman's gun too. And that's the purpose of me having 2 guns, because this is more my gentleman gun. I don't want to take credit from a 1911. They've been around for 100 years and probably going to be around for another 300-400 years. I don't want to take nothing from this gun. It's a real workhorse. It's beautiful. And I'm more than sure when I draw it, if I ever have to draw it, it'll serve its purpose. Okay, now as far as magazines, these are stock Smith & Wesson magazines that come with the M&P. It's 10 rounds. That's more than enough for me. This could have been 7 rounds. I would have been happy. The 1911 came with, well, I bought this used from a gun show. I did buy it used, but the store I bought it from said that when they get people that come in for concealed carry and they didn't have a gun and they was interested in 1911s, this is one of the guns that they would let them use. It didn't come with the stock magazines. It came with 1 Colt magazine. So I went out and I bought 2 Tac Mags, Kimber Pros, and 1 will not lock up after the final shot. So I'm gonna have to take that back. The other one worked pretty good. I'm gonna have to spend some more money to get some better mags. Which one is quicker to fire? With my trigger job done, it's my M&P. But I really don't want to say that right now because this is really not broken in yet. And I know this is a hell of a firearm. I just have to break it in and get it right. Once I do that, then I'll make another video so you can see the difference between the 2. Now, this is a single action. As most of y'all know, you have to cock it in order for it to fire. This is a striker fire, which you also have to cock it in order for it to fire that first shot. But this is the same thing too, because it's for the first shot. But the second shot, the slide does the work on both guns, because the slide loads the chamber and it also resets the hammer and the striker. Which you know, some people call this double action only. I don't know why. It's more like a single action because they do pretty much the same thing. I can't tell a difference, you know. I mean, let me show you, for instance. If you squeeze this trigger, right, it don't do nothing after that. Don't do a damn thing. You would have to rack this slide back again in order for it to actually do anything. It's the same thing with the 1911. pull this trigger. And that's that. After that, it don't do nothing. Don't do a damn thing. The slide have to be manipulated on both guns in order for it to fire. So what's the difference? What really is the difference between the two guns as far as the firing mechanism? This one has a shorter trigger pull than this one. That's about it. This one has a hammer. This one has a striker. This one might be more accurate, but there's people that can shoot this as well as they can shoot this one. Both of them are good guns. I like both of them. Different applications for both of them, but I would depend on either one because I'm the type of guy that takes care of my firearms, and you know, they're not trash to me, and I'm not gonna junk them. I'm gonna take care of them as best as I could. Well, that's all I wanted to say. I didn't want to get into nothing real heavy, but if anybody wanted to know anything else about these two firearms, want me to get more into detail, I can. If you want them to be broke down, whatever the case may be, I can. So, you guys leave a comment and just let me know what you think about striker fire versus hammers. Okay, and whether you think this is truly a double action only, or is it really a single action just with a striker fire? Okay, well, just leave a comment if you could, man. All right, thanks.